It's almost one of my favorite times of year. And no matter what this time of year means to you, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, I hope that you get to take some much needed time off of work and spend some of it with loved ones off of social media. And for lots of us, this is a time to spoil ourselves and our loved ones with shiny new toys, and why not? You've worked hard all year, and so why shouldn't you celebrate, both with family and togetherness, but also by putting that money towards something fun? But we do live in weird times. The information age brings a tremendous amount of knowledge and information straight to our fingertips, but that data doesn't just flow in one direction. So while Santa makes his list, I thought it would be fun to make my own list of creepy, privacy-invading tech gadgets to avoid this year. So without further ado, number 5, the Jimu robot kits from Ubtech.
Jimu robot, overdrive kit, unicorn bot kit, cosmos kit, interactive robot kits you build yourself, control, take apart, and rebuild over and over.
Jimu bots,
build them yourself.
Jimu bots,
program your robot.
Jimu bots,
you control your robot. Code and complete challenges. Program their smart sensors. Clean up your room, break them down and build new bots.
Jimu robot.
Smart robots, smarter kids.
These look like something I would have loved to have gotten my kids for Christmas when they were younger, if only they had existed. These kits teach kids to both build and program robots, and they look really freaking cool. So what's the problem? Well, the problem is with their app, which requires access to your phone's camera, microphone, and location tracking. Wait, did I say your phone's camera? No, your kid's gonna be using this, right? Now, they do have a privacy policy, which is difficult to find, and the good news is the policy says they won't sell your kids' data or disclose it to third parties without your consent. But then they add this clause. Generally, we will only use your personal information we collect for the purposes described in this privacy notice, or for the purposes we explain to you when collecting your personal information. However, if permitted by applicable local data protection laws, we may also use your personal information for purposes other than those we have explained to you, such as for public benefit, for scientific or historical research, or for statistics purposes. Sounds like a loophole if you ask me. But what I really want to know is, why does this thing require a phone app in the first place? And why does it need access to your kid's microphone, camera, and location? Privacy policy or not, that's both weird and super creepy if you ask me. Number 4, the Oculus Quest 2. So the Oculus Quest is Meta's virtual reality headset. This is the device that Mark Zuckerberg wants everyone wearing 24/7 so they can live their lives inside of the dystopian metaverse instead of the real world. Now, to be fair, some people might just want this to play video games, so what's the problem? Well, the first thing to consider about the Oculus is that it has both cameras and microphones, and its entire purpose is to map and collect a lot of data about you and the parts of your house that you'll be using it in. Then consider that Oculus needs you to have a Facebook account, so all of the data that it's collecting and mapping can be correlated with the data collected by your Facebook account and all the information that you upload to it voluntarily. And don't forget, this is Facebook we're talking about, which has a long history of betraying their users' privacy and trust to the point where they've been given record fines around the world for their abuse of your privacy. And they've also been known to keep quiet on massive data leaks. Number 3, the DJI Mavic Series drone. Now, there are a lot of drones out there, and so I wasn't sure I would include this just in case it's some niche product that no one has or is likely to buy. Then I went on Amazon and searched for drone, and this very drone came up towards the top of the search results. So not only is it popular, but it's also readily available. Drones can be a lot of fun and very useful, especially for content creators, because they let you get that amazing aerial footage that's never before been accessible to amateur filmmakers. So what's the problem with this drone? Well, DJI is a Chinese-based manufacturer that has a history of not being good when it comes to both privacy and security. In 2020, researchers raised concerns about vulnerabilities in the Android app that's used to control some of the DJI drones, and they noted that these apps apparently collect a lot of your personal data. And again, I ask, why does this need a phone app in order to operate? Why does everything need you to install a stupid app on your phone? Give me another way to use your product. Not everything requires installing something on my phone, but I digress. DJI's privacy policy also raises some red flags. Even though they say they don't sell your data, they do say they might share it with third parties for a number of purposes, including advertising. And all of this is not to mention the broader privacy concern surrounding all drones in general. The DJI Mavic 3 records in 4K and has a 28x super zoom lens, which makes it the perfect tool for creepy stalkers to spy on their neighbors' backyards, taking high-resolution images and videos from very high up, completely undetected.
As you fly, satellite systems keep track of you, working in harmony with all 4 vision sensors, telling it what's below and what's in front, whether you are flying beside a cliff, in a forest, or even indoors.
Creepy. Number 2, the Nordic Track Treadmill.
I'm here to show you why the commercial 2950 is one of the very best treadmills on the market. iFit is personal coaching, virtual classes, destination workouts and programs expertly crafted to give you new experiences every day while helping you achieve the results you will feel and see. I have workouts from Thailand all the way to the breathtaking mountains of Antarctica, and I can't wait for you to check them out. Personal training in your home where your trainer live controls your machine to match the speed, incline, decline, and duration of each and every trainer's prescribed workout.
That sounds great. I almost want one. So what's the problem? To start, their privacy policy is a masterclass on how to be creepy. They flat out tell you that they can sell your data, and they might even ask the broker who sold you the machine for more info about you so they can target you with lots of ads. But as if that wasn't creepy enough, they actually say, and I quote, "By creating an account with us, you agree that we may contact you for marketing and transactional purposes by phone, email, mail, or text message, even if your number is on a do not call list or is a wireless number." WTF. So if you buy a Nordic Track exercise machine and sign up for their iFit app for workouts, expect your data to be collected, used to target you with all kinds of ads. Your phone number is now fair game for marketing text or phone calls from them, and your data is likely being sold to third parties. I guess if you're rich and there's someone in your life that you really can't stand, this might be a good Christmas gift for them. Last but not least, the number 1 creepy privacy invading Christmas gift is a 2-for-1. The Roku streaming sticks and the Amazon Fire TV with Alexa voice remote. I plan to do a video in the near future as part of my online Privacy 101 series that will give you ideas on how you can take your smart TV offline so that it can't track you without giving up smart features like the ability to stream Netflix or YouTube. And some of you might think that the solution to that is just to use a streaming device like a Roku or a Fire TV stick. Unfortunately, that's just moving the problem from your TV onto a new privacy raping device. Both Roku and Amazon's Fire TV are privacy disasters. Roku has even been called the nosy, gossipy neighbor of connected devices. They track just about everything they can, and they share that data with lots of third parties. According to Roku's privacy policy, they share your data with advertisers to show you targeted ads and create profiles about you over time and across different services and devices. They also share your viewing data with measurement providers that might target you with ads, and they share your personal info with third parties for their own marketing purposes. There's a technology called automatic content recognition, or ACR for short, and that's the way that Roku and others try to identify every single TV show or movie you watch, no matter whether it's on a streaming service, over cable TV, broadcast antenna, or even the DVDs and Blu-ray discs that you might pop in. Amazon proudly tells us that they're not in the business of selling our data, which is great until you ask yourself, why would Amazon need to sell your data when they have their own advertising and retail behemoth that can make use of it directly? The more you think about it, the more you realize that Amazon in general collects an insane amount of data from you. If you have an Amazon account and shop on Amazon, they're already getting your home address, credit card information, shopping habits, TV viewing habits if you watch Prime TV, and anything you search for on Amazon. If you throw an Alexa into the mix, well, now you've got an always-on microphone in your house sending everything it records to the cloud. And by cloud, I mean someone else's computers, Amazon's in this case. Alexa will track your general searches, the podcasts you listen to, music you stream, and whatever else you give it. Maybe the fights you're having with your significant other, or when the two of you get busy in bed. The sky is the limit when you're the one volunteering the data. So the Fire TV sticks bring all of the problems that the Roku streaming sticks have, but now it's connected to your Amazon account. And as much as I love shopping on Amazon for the convenience of having just about anything delivered to my doorstep very quickly, I have to admit that the more services Amazon puts their hands on, the more they start to make Google and Facebook look not so bad. So on that note, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or Happy Atheist Kids Get Present Day. And might I suggest some non-creepy gifts, like maybe a box of chocolates, a bottle of scotch, or a good old-fashioned non-electronic wall calendar? Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time.